was like, when I found out that they were gonna screen this film, I was like, oh my God, this is like such a huge intersector in, you know, my career and, you know, all these really cool things. And I just really was like, I need to reach out to them and I need to, you know, how do we work together on something really fun? And so if you did sign up for the raffle, I'm gonna basically go into the raffle, but I just wanted to share how like film really can inspire artists here in San Diego. And for me, when I saw this film, I was in like this weird transition of like being a tailor and a seamstress and basically being a tool for everyone else. And so I was in that space of like constantly complaining and like my partner was not really happy about it. And so I was like, I really want to do something different. I really want to like, you know, what if I like trusted in myself and like became like a designer and like, what would that look like? And so now I'm sure you guys have noticed that there's not a lot of tailors or a lot of people that sew, and when people do sew, they're always like, hem my pants. And you're like, but I do so much more, you know? And so I felt like, you know, watching the film like really romanticize the idea of like a studio and how important the work is. And so for me, I was like, wow, what a purpose, you know, watching it and just kind of like all the scenes and everything about it. There was like so much purpose in like designing and creating and like showing up and like the day and everything. And so for me, like when I saw it, I was like, it was just such a romantic film between me and sewing. And so I was like, wow, it really did allow for me to fall in love with the act of sewing and designing and creating and like these beautiful spaces and what it could look like, because it is a dying art, right? And so being able to see that film really allowed for me to envision myself in the past but also in the future. And so I'm really glad that they're showing this film. I'm glad that you guys all came out. I know it's late, and so I know who the party animals are, all you guys. And so there's 3 prizes. There's a sewing lesson, there's a workshop, and then there's also the sweater. The sweater's inspired by the movie, and so once you watch the movie, you'll kind of see little references in there. And so I could talk all night, so I'm not, because the movie's really good. So we'll start with the workshop. Do my peeps in the front want to help pick out? Yeah, can you help? Yeah. Look at you get to. Okay. This is for the workshop.
This is for Sam.
Sam.
Yeah! See, I told you were gonna win.
How about for our sewing lesson? Does anyone? Would you?
I get it.
That's your luck.
Steve Colbert.
And then this is for the sweater. Does anyone? And so the sweater is an extra large. If it's too big for you, we could always make it smaller or bigger. Jackie Aguilar.
Yeah.
And I think that they're going to start it now.